in your element.
Oh yes, ever ready for the road.
So tell me about your first experience riding.
Oh, my first experience riding, I think I was too eager to ride. Lincoln bought a bike, a surprise. I went on the court, and then he had a little bike there, and he was like, I'm teaching you to ride today. It was everything I expected because I used to be a pillion rider for a long time behind Lincoln. It was nothing new. It was just the excitement of actually riding a bike by myself that had me. I didn't do bad for the first time. It was a really good experience, one that I can't regret ever in life.
So there was no part of it you were afraid of? Any part of?
No, because it's something that I wanted to do for a very long time. I've been harassing Lincoln about it for years.
So have you been on a bicycle before?
Yeah.
Okay. So you had some experience being on two wheels?
Oh yeah, I used to do a lot of things on two wheels.
Stunts?
Yeah. Even tried to pop a bicycle before. Yep.
Once or many times?
Many times. Many
Alright,
times.
then how long has it been now? How many years?
Woo.
Okay, since your first lesson, how many years has it been?
Maybe
since
5 years now.
5
It's been
years?
a long time, yeah.
And
I'm
you
still
started on
learning.
it's a continuous learning process.
Oh yes.
I always tell people I'm a student rider and I'll always be a student rider.
Because you always learn, you have to learn.
Yeah man, there's always something to learn, especially for the crazies on the road.
Of course, yes. You have to, or else, if you're not learning, you're going 60
Or else,
feet. That's what it is.
Okay, so here's a good question. What's the
Memorable.
most terrifying experience you had?
Oh, I went riding, and for a split second, I just turned my head, and next thing I seen, I already leave the road. And by the time I tried to go back on the road, like I didn't back down anything, I thought the little lump I could have just go back on that. Time I checked myself, in less than a second, I didn't see already on the floor. That's why I have the scar on my hand. I had a 125 CBR, yeah, but it got all the blows. I just got something on my hand and on my knee.
Okay, now is it?
Yeah.
Let's jump back on the bike and let's go.
The next day, well, I already burst a pipe.
Okay, break that one down. Let me hear that story.
You see where they can go in and park their bikes? I decided one day I'll follow him and swing inside of there. So as soon as I swing, I stop in the middle of the corner. So I try to put my leg down.
Yo, the right side.
Yes. And
Straight
then
in the gutter.
straight in the gutter. The pipe goes this, we don't have water. I love to ride here. Always expect the unexpected. They're going to just not indicate, fly out of a junction, all kind of things. So then you have to anticipate that it's going to happen.
But I think it's worse with the pedestrians than the cars, honestly.
Yep, it is. I could tell you that for sure. Because they feel they will get her money if you knock them. Insurance will pay them a big money, so let them risk it all.
If they survive.
Ha! You want to know something I find funny while riding?
What's that?
A driver trying to race me on the road as a female. That's just be funny. You know what I doing? I go in behind them. I ride in behind them, like close behind them, and I go ahead, go and do it yourself. That just be so funny. I just be killing myself laughing at them. And when I overtake them, like I waiting for them to end up in a traffic and they can't do nothing.
So what's your favorite part about riding?
I like cornering. I like to feel when I take the corner, you see, to lean.
Lean, yeah.
That's my favorite thing in riding. I love that feeling. To me, every single day I go on the road, I try to master it. I like the lean, like it gives a different type of high, you know, when you're leaning.
What's
Like,
happening?
what?
Yeah, the leaning is more fun. I don't really like the speed. I'm not really a speed person. I'm more on the technical part of it. That's what I enjoy.
I like to time myself, like how fast will I get there.
Okay, so you like speed.
Yeah. That's one thing I love. But not everywhere and anywhere. That's why I always try to go down to the countryside because the traffic is less
Yeah.
and you have more road, all kind of stuff that I like. You know, I like up north because I like the challenge. You get to you really have to take good control of your bike when going up north. So it gives you a challenge that, hey, two vehicles on a one road. How do I go?
Yeah. How do you go through? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So then you learn different techniques as to like the drills you learn during riding school. That's why people ask, like, I go up north and I make it look so easy. How do you do it? You do drills, that's why you do cones. So now you get the opportunity to practice it on the road. Go ahead and do it.
They just practicing the drills you need for the practical examination, but then that's not all.
No, it isn't.
Because on the road there's a lot more than just that.
I always say that. I always tell people that. Ooh, pollution. I like to go on YouTube and watch cornering, how to lean properly.
So your most memorable experience on the bike?
I would say my most memorable is being behind Lincoln, like sitting behind Lincoln, because because it's a lesson taught to me every single time. Like, we've almost been into so many accidents, and I see him. Serious, I've never seen Lincoln panic in my life. Never. And he makes it look so easy.
Yeah, man. I agree.
And that's my most memorable moment, is being behind Lincoln, because it's not just the ride, it's the lesson to learn as a pillion rider sitting behind Lincoln. And I'm always thankful for these years, because it has taught me a lot of stuff.
It a long time before he even taught you, so you would learn a lot more that way, because you really get to understand certain things and appreciate the safety part of it.
Yep.
So when your turn comes, you have a better understanding.
We had what was it? That bike, a Fraser. The lean on that bike was so good. You know, I used to knock at the back of Lincoln's head for him to go faster and for him to take the lean with the speed. No joke, I would literally knock behind his head. Like, before Lincoln started teaching 10 years, I would never go behind anybody than Lincoln. For years on top of years. That's the only person I would sit behind on a bike. You know, I will tell you something. Driving, I can never fall asleep on a bus. Never do that. You know, Lincoln riding me and I'll fall asleep. Yep. He feeling me dozing off. Lincoln have to knock me to wake me up. Yep.
Now, another thing that I pay more attention to being on a bike is road signs. When I was in a car driving, I never really used to pay attention to them. But now I look out for all little, once I see a pole, I look and see what that pole out of it. Yeah, because I find, like, for bikes especially, the road signs really help. Well, from here, as a matter of fact. From here.
You know, I never realized.
Look out to your left.
Yeah,
hairpin bend.
Is there one everywhere?
As far as I have seen, yes.
Oh, okay. Seriously, as you said, I have to check for that.
Almost everywhere. They tell you about the speed, you would see about the inclines, you'd see about the turns, and even no overtaking. As we go along, I'll point out some to you.
That's why I went off the road. Look, the mister that gave me the thing.
You see hairpin bend.
Yes.
So
he's the one. When I fell, that took care of me.
Oh, okay. That same time you're telling me about?
Yes.
No major injuries, no broken bones.
None at all.
Just a few scratches.
Yep. And I had a jacket at the time, a leather jacket.
So you had a leather jacket, you took a fall, you have a permanent, what would you call that, a scar?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a permanent scar on your arm. So you're saying that leather jackets will not protect you in a fall if you're riding?
Not on our road. Because, you know, a lot of time they tell you leather jackets and they're not. They're some cheap material. Yeah, I finally start.
Okay, look at sign over there. What's that?
Happy Ben again. No joke, no lie. For the amount of Happy Ben signs they have on that road, I like to ride, but like with people that I'm comfortable with.
Now check out that view on the right. Inspire the young ladies.
Oh yes, everywhere I pass.
Whoa!
Woo!
Alright, not bad at all.
So it's happening. That's why it's always good to be on the inside. They always have the belief that nothing is coming. The road is there, it's clear. Because if you believe that something is coming, why wouldn't you actually stay on your lane?
Exactly.
One big over.
Yeah.
There should be a swimming pool in the road here. I'm just saying that. From the looks of things, for true. So cool. Now you know that's why I like to go home. When I go home and I sit in the balcony, like what else can you ask for? Refreshing.
Yeah, man. What I love about these types of places, they remain so untouched.
Feel how refreshing the air is compared to being in the city. It is really interesting to see like all the signs cornering, get some fresh air. Like no joke, like I ride all the time but never notice that hey, there are a lot of signs. Although I don't do that road, like I hardly do that road.
Just imagine these people walk from the main road to come inside.
That's what I just there saying. I see these people there. Hills and valleys.
Yeah, man. Now, hey, is either you plant your own food or every time, boy, you have to be going up and down to the supermarket.
I myself cannot believe these people going to walk to reach all at the bottom there. You know, I watching and I swear like the village after that corner. You know, I watching, I seen one long stretch in front of me. What? No joke, I never thought it was so far inside. Imagine you're on a bike and it takes so long. The children. So how these children going at their home? Does that saying right up there? The children are so happy. The children. It's unbelievable. The children are unbelievable. Yeah, imagine even the people coming outside and watching. Our old culture and norms and values, it stay in people like that.
Yeah.
Right. So then they may be still playing the Chinese skip, still playing the Ziggy Zogger.
Oh, okay.
And all
Jacks,
these things.
making their own kites. Yeah, yep. You don't have to worry about thieves and crime and none of that.
I wouldn't mind having a piece of land or something here because you have your own.
Right.
I'd have my own vehicle, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. It's like a getaway.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why I don't like group ride, because I like to stop. I like to go somewhere I've probably never been, stop and check it out.
I wonder like what's behind that school in Moto. I have always wondered. To me, I thinking there must be a beach there.
Do you still jump behind Lincoln on the same bike, or you always take your own bike now?
Lincoln always dictate, I take my own bike. Yep.
But what would be your preference?
To be behind him. It's different. For me, It's different. It's fun. It's like, do you know you sitting behind the master? Something about sitting behind the master make it like a learning experience for me. So I do enjoy sitting behind him.
One left turn, sharp.
The good thing is you
One
know the
right
road.
turn,
But how
sharp.
you know the road on that side there like that?
Left turn, sharp, from right to left. That's the left. Alright, you have a hairpin bend, left. Wow, look at that view, boy.
Oh!
Wow.
Ooh. Oh my God!
God, okay. Come on, go out there, monsieur.
I feel super in the sector now, you
Obama.
really need a vehicle behind us to stop and pick up some bangles.
Moto bike, moto bike.
Rasta!
Boy. I never see locks like that before.
That's why I had to stop and turn to see that.
Alright, what's that on the left? Boy, what signs? You see a million
20
signs.
miles per hour, no overtaking, pedestrian, children crossing, speed bump.
Alright.
When you need to go and write the exam, you know them like that at all.
The back roads are always the more fun roads.
Yeah, but then it's so short, like.
Why do you enjoy riding? In one word, not a whole
Freedom.
sentence. Freedom.
That's
Freedom
all what it
for the
is.
mind.
Yep, from everything, mind, body, and soul.
But do you prefer riding alone, or you prefer riding with someone or a group?
I enjoy riding by my own.
So how many women you think you've encouraged to start riding?
A lot. Women say that I make it look so easy that they're motivated to ride.
That's awesome.
People ask, hey, a lady riding a bike. My thing to them is, where on a motorcycle do you see for men? I've never seen it before. So if you've seen it, you should tell me. Now that's my road.
All right, well, do your road. Crashing in corners, not supposed to happen.
Because you're not looking for signs when you're riding.
Not looking for signs.
But some of the signs are hidden also.
Yeah,
that
well,
makes it difficult.
Makes it difficult. What's
That
that
one
one?
say single lane ahead.
Alright. And that's the single lane right there.
What a lovely ride. I must say. Woo! You saw that
What is
crab?
that?
A crab crossing the road.
Uh-oh.
See a corner like that? I love that corner. I like to, if I'm familiar with a bike, I like to use it and just stick to it, rather than have to readjust myself to another
Readjust.
bike. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I experienced it, so I know clearly what it is like.
But I wonder why though.
I think it has to do with the manner they carry themselves at work. They don't know how to detach from it. They carry themselves at their home the same.
That makes sense.
So,
That makes sense.
yeah,
So it's like they cannot switch off.
No, They always are. But as long as you're providing quality time to your spouse,
Yeah.
that's important. But at the end of the day, it's not supposed to be a controlling thing. Just don't do reckless stuff. Never overtaking in a corner. Like there are certain things I just will not do. And if I have to think twice to do it, I will not do it.
You gotta pay attention.
Oh yeah, that's something I think I will start doing. Looking for signs.
My biggest fear always coming around that corner is somebody overtaking
Yep. That's why I try to stick to
the side,
yeah, the left.
And not even necessarily overtaking. Sometimes they're coming up and they're just not on their side.
The overtaking I always thinking of, or they're in the middle of the road. Because some of them take that with so much speed.
Sign on the left.
What's it again?
So that's a sharp right, sharp left.
Dog's room. That's something, you see, when I reach in a community, that's something I am very skeptical about.
Oh yeah.
I remember one foreign Lincoln down at a time. A dog or a cat, something had run across the road. I can't remember which one. And you know, I told myself from time, if they can do it to Lincoln, that's so good.
Yeah, who are you?
Okay. So that's something like, that's why I always send my leg after them.
Well, even that is a bad practice. You send your leg and sometimes they hit you and you lose balance.
Yeah, that can happen.
I normally just keep my leg to myself and just...
The reason I send my leg after them because I can remember once when we went to Sandy Beach, one bite my leg.
Yes. On the bike?
Yeah, while I was riding. It coming back and then it ended up biting my legs. But I had my boots on, so at that time I didn't feel it.
Dogs chasing after bikes?
Yep.
Dangerous.
But I don't know why, I find that's always happening. Always. I don't know if it's the noise. They don't like the noise. Man in the road.
That's what you call a rodent.
I take the corner. I on the far end, I seen somebody stand up in the road. Yeah, he got to come out so taller. I was shaking my head.
Sign on the left.
Reminder of the speed limit.
Okay. Are you doing the speed limit right now?
No.
Sign on the left.
Oh, pedestrian crossing. So
yeah, reduce speed now.
Oh, I know it said. I couldn't read what it was saying on the bottom. Oh, because of accidents, they put this sign.
You have a sharp left. So you hug the
edge.
The outside.
Yeah.
But hey, that's not a good practice because when you coming around that corner and you see somebody walking towards you. You see? All in black, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
The worst thing to do is panic in a corner when you're ready to leave.
That's the end of your career. So just imagine now you have to go 20, 30. Check how slow that is.
Just so I'll drive like that, eh?
Yeah, but that's what it's saying. So that's 30. Hold it until you get to the speed bump.
How can that happen?
Alright, now look up ahead on your left. What's that?
From there you can
so you see? So from there now, that's when you're supposed to go.
I wonder if people drive.
Now, if you're driving behind somebody that did what you did there, you'll get vexed. You'll be like, beep, why that person not driving?
What the hell you doing there?
Okay, but the person following the rules of the road.
True, so true.
See how it working?
Yeah. You know, sometimes when I drive in, I do things and I say, but yeah, and people doing that and I get in on. I've been mad when I ride in my bike. I say, watch that.
I'll tell you something about me when I'm riding. When I'm riding, I never get upset with people, even if it's their fault. Because I think, boy, how could I have avoided that? Boy.
You see that them fellas doing? They're not called for. That's ridiculous.
Around the corner, and you see what our sign said, sharp left. So we're
Yeah.
getting ready for a sharp
But what
left.
I'm saying, at least have your siren on if you're going to do something like that.
What's that sign?
Swing right, left,
Right? Okay, go
left.
right. Let me see what will happen to
Never.
you.
You know, a day I was going down south. A man overtake me, and when I swing in the corner there, I seen the man go straight in the bush. Yeah, and the other BMW. He overtake me around here.
And you didn't see the sharp right sign ahead?
People don't look for signs. Definitely don't look for that.
T-junction up ahead.
Yeah, on the right side.
Alright, sign.
Speed limit.
Just a reminder.
I want to drive a trailer truck at a point in time. And I want to get my license for trailer truck.
Sign up ahead. You have a right-hand curve and then a little junction on the left. You have a sign on the left.
Stop.
And not yield. And there's a stop sign.
That's me and my road rage.
But strange, I haven't heard of any, if many, bike accidents in this area.
Nope,
Of
because
bikers
it's
getting
large.
hit by vehicles.
No, you see how large the corner is? It's preventing a lot of things from happening. The middle of the road.
Don't do it, don't do it.
No. Maybe angle itself in the middle of the road at that time for us.
Alright, look on your left. Look on your left. Look on your left.
Limit
Alright, what's it?
20 to 30 within.
Alright, so we're riding that.
We're riding that loom.
That's what the sign says. That's what the sign says. Yo, you're doing faster than the speed limit. You're doing faster than the speed limit.
It's not for me. So I ride the whole of town like that.
That's the speed limit. If you're not doing the speed limit, you pass.
Yeah, a long time. It changed so fast, that's why.
Alright, let's go. Speed limit again.
The whole way I ride like that.
But that's the speed limit for the city. You didn't see it? City limit.
But
It's
that'll give you cramp in your hand.
you're riding the speed limit.
I think that's for driving, that's not for riding.
I'd like to take the opportunity to thank all those who contribute in any way, shape, or form to making our roads fun, safe, and accessible. I mean, if you paint the roads, if you survey the roads, if you put up road signs, thank you so very much for the work that you do. You're doing a fantastic job. Keep up the great work. And thank you for making this such an interesting ride.
You're welcome.
I mean, it would not have been the same without you. Continue riding safe and don't forget to look out for those signs. And for the rest of you out there watching this video, get control of your body and take time for your mind. Stay safe, everybody, and don't forget to love yourself first. Peace.